the reason why I'm here is looking at who I am. And that with Swami, I will have the best chance. I found out for myself.
And can you actually feel yourself growing over the years?
No, I don't think so. I think sometimes I'm even worse than before I ever came. I don't know why. I think Swami is making loose so many things which were always hidden before. No? He puts light in there, in me. And because of that light, all the darkness comes to the surface. That's what I think. And I get pretty bad. I feel he called me without me knowing who he was.
How did you know where to go?
I didn't in the beginning. The first time I got to see him was in a dream, 2 nights on a row. This same man walks into my dream. And in the dream he says, I want you to come out of your house. I want you to come with me to the light. I never forgot the dreams.
You never forgot the dreams?
They were so impressive because for me, it was not so much the man as what came out of his eyes. And that was pure love for me. Suddenly I had a name on the man from the dream with the bushy hair. I never had a name on him. I didn't even know that man existed. And then when I got to know who he was, what he was standing for, what he was teaching or trying to teach the world, I thought, that's it. That's where I want to be, because this is what I've been looking for all my life. I find it pretty beautiful to get now and again a little glimpse of what's really there.
Do you ever wonder what it's going to be like when you shed the jacket?
Yeah.
Do you think
he allowed me to see it.
Oh, tell us about that.
The dream, and in the beginning I told you, in reality he made me experience that with a near-death experience.
She's been a friend of Souljourns for many years, and she's been coming to Sai Baba's ashram, where she now lives, since 1992. Maria Hop, a nurse from the Netherlands, has worked for years full-time at Sai Baba's General Hospital in Puttaparthi. Welcome to Souljourns. This interview was recorded at Prashanthi Nilayam in 2004.
Maria, thank you very much for joining us today. What brought you to Sai Baba?
I'm not quite sure what brought me there. It's more, I feel he called me without me knowing who he was.
How did you know where to go?
I didn't in the beginning. The first time I got to see him was in a dream, 2 nights on a row. This same man walks into my dream. And in the dream he says, I want you to come out of your house. I want you to come with me to the light.
Were you in the Netherlands at the time?
No, I was in Denmark.
You were in Denmark. What were you doing there?
Living with my ex-husband.
And did you have a job?
Yeah, I had a job.
Were you happy?
Yeah.
So why do you think he wanted to take you from someplace that was happy?
Because there where he wanted to take me, I think it was better than where I was.
So he wanted you to go from happy to happier.
Who knows?
How did you recognize who he was after seeing him in your dreams twice? How did you know what to do with this image?
I didn't find out until 4 years later when I recognized the photo on a book.
And where did you see this book?
In Holland.
There aren't too many Sai Baba books floating around just randomly.
No, a friend of mine had a book.
And
I visited her and the book was laying on the table. So
in the meantime, in that 4-year interval, had Sai Baba appeared to you any more than those 2 times?
Later on I have found out he has even taken me really there.
But
where he wanted to take me in the dream.
What I'm amazed at is that in 4 years you only saw Sai Baba in your dreams a couple of times. How did you remember who he was to recognize him on the book when you saw him on the book?
How I recognized? I never forgot the dreams.
You never forgot the dreams?
They were so impressive because for me it was not so much the man as what came out of his eyes. And that was pure love for me.
And was it just a look? Did you see something more than just his gaze, light, or did it just make you feel
in the
good?
dream he took me to the light.
What was that like?
That I have no words for. Not at all. I cannot express what that was like.
Any idea why it took you 4 years to put 2 and 2 together and find out that this was Sai Baba?
I have no idea why it took him that time. I only know that every 2 years something happened.
And once you saw your friend's book, recognized his picture, that's the guy who came to me in my dream.
Correct.
How did you feel? What did you do?
I got excited. Because she was telling he was a guru in India. I hadn't the faintest idea about a guru or what they were doing or...
Did you have a religion that you were practicing at the time?
Nothing.
Were you raised in any religion?
I was only interested in spirituality.
And what form of spirituality did you study or practice before Baba started to come into your dreams?
Nothing. I don't think I ever did before. I was just interested in what they call the New Age movement.
Okay. So the trees and the universe and everything.
Nature.
Nature, yeah.
Exercises.
So here comes Sai Baba. Here's this book that identifies who he is. You start doing cartwheels inside your heart. What did you do then to further your understanding of this person?
I took the book home. As the friend told me, I think you need to read this book.
Do you remember the name of the book?
I don't.
Okay. And did you read it?
I have forgotten. And the most amazing thing happened when I had the book.
Your necklace over to the right. There you go. All right.
I installed myself really nicely in the bed.
To read the whole book?
To read the whole book. And the most amazing thing started happening on the third, fourth page. Suddenly, I'm not reading the book anymore. The book is speaking to me whatever my eyes are seeing.
I'm not sure if I understand what that means.
Me neither.
So put it another way. Explain it using other words. How's the book reading itself to you?
I can hear the voice telling. No? So the book is talking to me. It's telling me a lot of things. And I never put the book away. The only thing I know is that I knew, and now I have come home.
You felt that totally as soon as you got there.
As soon as I read what I read and heard what I heard.
Then what did you do next?
I just cried.
Isn't that nice?
There's nothing else.
Did you share this newfound
No,
love
I
with
was
anybody?
all on my own at that time. But a couple of days later, after I got kind of munched through what was happening, I shared it with some of the people.
And what year more or less was the first dream you had? 4 years?
86.
So from 86 forward, you've been aware of Sai Baba, if not by name.
No, nothing. I hadn't a clue who this man in the dream was. I only found that out when I got the book.
Did you ever have dreams like this before? Are you a mystical person or a sensitive person?
Very sensitive. I've been all my life. Kind of talking with nature and...
But you never had any guru or saints or
Never.
Jesus or anybody talk to you before?
I think as a child I had Mother Mary and Jesus as very good friends. But that was normal. That was nothing special.
Okay, so then what did you do?
What
You
did
went
I
home and
do?
you cried, and you read the book, and you discovered Baba was speaking to you from the pages.
Suddenly I had a name on the man from the dream with the bushy hair. I had never had a name on him. I didn't even know that man existed. And then when I got to know who he was, what he was standing for, what he was teaching or trying to teach the world, I thought, that's it. That's where I want to be, because this is what I've been looking for all my life.
And did you come to India then?
Not yet. He wanted me to do something else, I find out later. Suddenly, out of the blue, I get contact with a woman who wants to start a Sai Baba group.
In Amsterdam?
I said, in Breda.
Okay.
And then I didn't know what that was. So she explained everything. She had been in India and come back.
Now how did she know to come to your door and contact
Don't
you?
ask me, because I don't know. I just meet